Hello, peace, power, and presence tribe.
What's up, family?
You are now tuned into Beyond the Music. I am the
Yeah.
goddess DG. This is where the conversation hits deeper than sound, deeper than headlines, and straight into the soul.
Yes, this is a space that we created where strategy meets spirit, where culture meets consciousness, and where we talk about the truth beyond the booth.
Amen.
Today, I am Rev Grimm, and you are on Beyond the Music.
So today we are going to be talking about the buzzing subject, AI. And not just AI, its emergence, the impact that it has really on our world overall in music, economics. Black Christ is even going to come in with the geopolitics and touch on that.
Right.
And we have our good friend
CPA.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about a little bit of finances on AI today.
Yes, business owners, listen up. There's some tips in here for you with some gems.
I guess we're going to dig into it a little bit. We're not going to go too deep in it on that aspect, but hey, we're going to talk about how AI is crossing over today. Hey, it's the buzz of the headlines. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's using it. Today, we want to kind of talk about, is it good? Is it bad for us? What's the pros and the cons of it? Is it affecting us? Is it affecting us? Is it tearing us down, or is it building us up? How are we using it? Are we using it for our good and for our bad? So I guess we'll begin by a couple good tips on how AI started. We was researching the other night, and I guess AI was started in 2018, 2015 range.
So in 2015, it was started as a nonprofit company by Sam Altman. And what I actually was shocked by, I did not know that Elon Musk was also one of those co-founders as well. It was a group of them.
I knew it.
And it was actually ChatGPT was created by OpenAI. And it was released for a free research preview November of 2022. Okay. And Rev actually gave me that tip. I did not know. I just knew, like everyone else, ChatGPT came, it emerged. I was a little reluctant at first to use it. And then I love it. I use it for everything. I mean, business plans, recipes, meal prep, the list goes on.
Right.
So I chose this specific platform. That's what I researched. And there are so many.
Right. It's so many.
Oh my goodness.
It's too many. It has expanded so far and so beyond.
Yes.
That is what we're going to kind of cover today. After it being created, AI became a system of assistance for us. Something that you could go to and ask it questions, something that could kind of guide you through the lines. Mm-hmm. But somewhere in 2025, AI kind of transitioned in a way that I don't think we was expecting. Right. I guess that would go for any technology that we have watched over the years, from the cell phones to the tablets to the phones. We have seen it evolve and get better and bigger in the blink of an eye overnight. So we're going to talk about how AI crossed over from being a tool of something of assistance, that something that we use to get us through the day, to now it is actually making the decisions that we are taking in. It is making our truths. It is doing the hiring and the firing. It is doing the preaching and the teaching. It is a system that was created for assistance, but now it is actually digging into our lives, and it's making things are easier. Yes. But at the expense of easier, are we losing the humility and the conscious mind of the people through too much assistance? It's almost like an enabler, you would say.
Right. And we'll just call it improved decision making.
Right. There are some things that we're going to touch on. Is it discerning? Are we using our discernment while we're using this tool? So we're going to talk about 2025, how it became a decision. Is the AI and talk about AI and jobs. When AI first came in, I had already knew, even from watching self-checkouts rise from it being 1 or 2 self-checkouts in the store to Now we're looking at 20 self-checkouts throughout the stores. They're using AI for building and stocking and all the jobs that usually take a hands-on person or a person at the counter. Now,
absolutely,
there are systems. So we kind of looked then and knew that this system was on a rise. So not only is it on a rise in becoming the job, now it is actually making the decision on if you are qualified for a job, if you should have the job. So let's dig in. How do you feel about that, Jill? How do you feel about if you fill out an application today for a job, you are being analyzed through a system that doesn't know who you are. It doesn't know how hard you've worked for the last 20 years, how many kids you have to take care of. It doesn't know your soul power. It doesn't feel you, but it's making the decision if you are qualified for this job. How do you feel about that?
So to not be able to relate to something on a real human level is different.
Right.
I think the biggest question it poses for me, like most people, is with all of what you said considered, who is behind this automation that has the controls in place, and what are those qualifications that it's specifically looking for that would determine whether I or anyone else is a qualified candidate or not.
Right. Who is actually behind the filters in telling the system who to hire and who not to hire, who qualifies.
And I don't mean to be controversial as a Black woman, but I'm going to say if I didn't have the safety of feeling secure that I would not be X'd from a job based off of things like sex or my race, by humans who can relate to me on a human level, then how safe do I feel with an automated system doing it that would have been programmed potentially by those same people?
Right. By the same people that you are trying to avoid. They are the people creating the system, because that's the question. When I fill out for a loan for my house, how does the AI system navigate, and how does it know that I deserve this, this loan, rather than walking into a bank and having full control of the person sitting in front of me that we can build, and he or she understands who I am? Is a basis where we are losing the sense of touch with people when we are being controlled by a system that is now dictating who sits in the room, who doesn't get a chance to sit in the room, because then who are we? Do we know that this system is right? Right. That's the question. Right. Do we know that this system is making the right decisions on who can be hired, who can be fired, who can have loans, who can have a house? And especially in the content world, this affects us in the social media content world, because now AI is the algorithm. AI is the algorithm. So AI now can choose if you should be pushed into the algorithm, if your content stands, all these things. So you working hard. Using
AI gets you a higher likelihood to get knocked in the algorithm.
Right. And that's what I feel. I feel like, and it's kind of like silently pushing us into a new wave that we think we understand, but I don't think we understand. Really. And it's more of question of, is convenience more effective than consciousness? Are we as a people dulling ourselves down because we rather things be faster, because it's knocking off a generation of people that are not as fast. So if we start relying on a system that is faster than people, we start to tell ourselves, hey, this system works faster. The person is not, we don't need the person. Okay. So then we're telling the system, hey, we rather use you. As people, we're telling the system, we rather use you. We rather not use people. Right. How long does it take before the system says
we no longer need you.
We no longer need you.
Right.
And
we've got it now.
Right. And once if this system decides, okay, well, we don't want you anymore, who has the control over turning the system off, turning the system on, what the system is now dictating? Because from what I'm watching, at some point, like we said, it was an assistant. So it was something that we asked and it gave us an answer. Now we are in a system in a time where we are asking the system. So if we have went from asking the system for assistance to now we're asking the system
full-blown questions.
Yeah, right. What should I assist?
Right.
Now, what should I do? What should I assist? And is this harmful to the mind of the people? Is this going to build us up? Because there's a lot of pros. There's a lot of pros. We talked about it, using it in music.
It's efficient.
It's sufficient. It is, and it's very sufficient.
Productivity.
It's very productivity. It X's out, needing a team, I guess, because a lot of these things that we have to build, you need a team to build them.
Yeah.
And that was my problem in 2025. I'm like, I don't have the right team to build these things.
Right.
So AI did take the place of my team.
Right.
So productivity wise, understanding the game wise, the algorithm, what to create, how to create it to make it presentable to the people is something that I would have usually had to pay for. So it is a pro to it that I can now grow from it.
Right.
The system is definitely for our growth, but what we have to try to remember is our souls.
Right.
Because
we have to remember it's a tool. It's not the end all be all. It is simply a tool.
It's a tool. It's a tool because it has. I feel like we have lost control. Really.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And I say that because everything evolves. Everything moves faster. Technology moves faster. Everything evolves, and I feel like it has to be a point that we talk about, hey, what happens when this thing just evolves way past us to the point where now it has the full control. Not only that it has full control, but now it has taken all control of my thoughts.
Absolutely.
Everything that I think, everything that the people think, and this has became worldwide. This is not even just in America. Worldwide, every person is feeding a system knowledge.
Yeah, and it's taking it all and mastering it.
Right. So, but how does it master it? Like, how does it master, whose thoughts are righteous? See, that's when we get to talking about AI making decisions almost like as if it's as a soul. But it has no feelings of a soul because now it's a way on, is this decision righteous? Is this decision right for my life and the path that I'm going on?
Right.
Or is this just a decision that AI just made to say, this will make you succeed?
Right.
And this will give you success. But just because AI said, hey, this will make you successful, that if you just listen to that, then that means your discernment has been cut off to the understanding of the system, because the system is not always right. Because that's another thing we're going to cover, but the system is not always right. So how do we engage the system in understanding if this is right or wrong? What would you,
I know that's a tough question. I could only use my God-given discernment,
right,
to determine what is right and wrong for me.
Right.
Ultimately, for me, none of this surpasses God. So,
right.
None of this is bigger than the program.
Right.
Even the system is flawed because ultimately it was created by humans, and none of us are perfect. So we can never have a perfect system.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to use my discernment, that gift I got from God, and just know.
So you rather have a little wisdom, a little wisdom more than just speed, than just the convenience that is there.
I'm a person who deeply believes in balance. very logical brain too. So I
Right.
try to make sense. I need understanding.
Right.
But I believe a balance. We want a balance of efficiency and productivity, but also with care and wisdom, and ultimately some soul in it. People want
Right.
things they can feel.
Right.
That's why I feel like AI is booming right now. It's exciting. It's new. There's so many
Right.
things you can do with it. Video creation.
Right.
I mean, you can write a whole business plan,
Right. Books.
resume, your grants, books. Now you can make music. You
Right.
can create beats. You can. It's
Right.
like, I mean, you can make a movie.
Right.
Cartoons. It's like the limits seem limitless right now.
Limitless. Right.
But
now. Right.
I still don't think you can take all of that and beat us.
Right. Because
it's created by
right.
Because it's still created by someone. So
right. And that'd be my question. Like, okay, now when it comes to human creativity, the real human soul that feels something when it creates something, is this going to not deplete, but maybe smother creativity of the real soul? Because we're going to get adapted to a world where the fake is kind of like a norm. You know, it's going to and it's already became a norm. It's all have became a norm overnight. Like, oh, we just went from asking it to now we letting it tell us everything to do. So it just became a norm so fast. Is it going to become a norm so much that now the real creators at heart are now smothered by a system that is going to kind of deplete the creativity?
I think we will see both.
Right.
I think we will see both. I think we will see creatives that will be inspired.
Right.
And I think we'll see creatives that it will take them out.
Right.
To a degree.
A lot.
Yeah.
Right. And more than, I would just say it may take out more than it breeds up.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I guess that's just the balance that the strongest will survive. So it's the same thing with the system. The like-minded, the heavy-minded people will take the system and use it for their good. And the people that wasn't putting in the work,
some will be willing and open to learn.
Right.
And then some simply will not.
Right. And some will have the discernment of, I guess, if this system is choosing the right way for them.
Exactly.
Because that's the biggest thing that we want to try to make sure that we keep as we're using AI and as we're using the tool, that we still have a discernment that this is still a machine that doesn't have a controller anymore, because it's obviously spread through the world and it's used worldwide, even down to the analytics of everything now. So it's a fight that we can't fight. It is the future, but how do we, stabilize the future where it's generating a root-minded young people? Because AI is gonna kind of make it it's gonna dumb everything down for so many young people. And it's even, we look at it, even when we look at our kids and we look at them play the games in the tablets and stuff, and we used to just be outside kids.
Yes.
They don't even want to be outside anymore. So it evolved, the technology evolved them into being on the couch and just, being a different type of kid. Because we look at our kids now and we're like, oh, the kids are so different from us. Okay, so then now this generation is going to be dumbed down by AI to where it is basically telling them, don't make decisions. Right. We're making decisions for you. Use the decisions that we make and everything is fine. So if you have a generation that's fueling themselves on, oh, this makes the decision for me, what does that do for the generation that has already been dumbed down from technology? Absolutely. Period. Now it's going to put them it's like the enabler where now they don't even have to learn. Right. They don't even have to pay attention. They don't have to think hard. They don't have to analyze things and try to adapt to people
Their
skills.
brain doesn't have to retain when it's just right there at their fingertips.
Right, it's just right there at their fingertips. So we want to make it aware to parents and leaders that even though we're giving them this tool and we're telling them to use this tool, that we're still telling them to follow their hearts and their minds.
Use it wisely and with discernment.
Right. And use wisdom and don't take wisdom over speed,
Exactly.
Because there's some things that AI might tell you and your mother.
Speed over wisdom, but I know what you meant.
Right. You know what y'all know what I meant too. But we just we kind of just wanted to touch on some subjects of AI and just make sure that we are aware that we're not trying to scare anybody or make AI anything scary, because it is definitely something that we can elevate with. We just want to make sure that people are understanding the elevation.
Yes. I think it can be a great tool when it's used correctly.
Right.
I know we talked about the impact on jobs and that question that I said I had. That's a real question when it comes to that.
That's an unfortunate event right now.
It really is.
Really
There's
tough.
a lot of job displacement. And that's that's something that really
I feel like it didn't kick me out the system. As far as being a business owner, and I'm like, I gotta put this on every application that I've owned this amount of business for these amount of years. This is my gap in my work history and all this. And this system could just be like, oh well, you're not sufficient for a job that needs a 10-year worker or a 5-year worker or you know what I'm saying? Oh, we need somebody to run the company for 20 years. It's not gonna choose me. It's gonna put me out of the system because it knows that I'm not the longevity for this job. So that's a scary part of knowing now that we have relied on decisions of a system on the everyday basis of life, the real life decisions. All of our real life decisions are now in the hands of a system. So we have to be mindful that this system is something that we are fueling and we are feeding it. We are giving it our knowledge, our understanding, our souls. We are giving it our discernment. So we just have to watch it and we have to be mindful of how we use it and that we use it for the assistance of righteousness, even though we know everybody's not going to use it for good. It's the world, it's just the balance of things.
Exactly.
But we just encourage the youth that use the AI, learn the AI, move forward with the AI, embrace the AI, but still
use it for something positive. Use it to your benefit.
Right.
Let it guide you in starting a business.
Right. Exactly.
Let it teach you some steps to financial literacy.
Right. That you might not learn in school, or you may not learn at home. Something that questions that you have, use it for the right things in life. Just don't get caught up in the conveniency that it gave you an answer. Still have understanding and ask it questions. Once it gives you an answer, still even go to your parents or, you go to somebody of wisdom or somebody that you can hands-on touch and talk to and still say, hey, how do you feel about this? Because you never know what it may tell you. We done had AI deaths in kids with it telling deaths and telling people that it's okay to kill themselves. Even though we have to hold people accountable, we still have a system that is impressionable on children. So we have to be mindful that this is a system, parents, that kids can ask it anything. So kids, be one-on-one with parents and straightforward with parents on the things that you're learning from AI and how it can assist you on being better, getting better, and not tearing you down, not taking your soul.
Absolutely. So speaking of, when we talk about soul, music feeds the soul.
Yes.
How do you feel about AI and music?
Oh, that's a very tough subject. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's okay though. I could just be me, I just say that because when we talked about creativity, man, like I can have a system that sounds like me. Say if I make a song, but somebody can make me. They can make me. They can just take my voice.
But they can't take you.
Yeah, they can. They can they can make money. They have signed AI artists now. So somebody could take my vocals, and because this how the system was made, they took a bunch of people's musical skills and they put them all in one system. That this system is now more competitive than any artist can be.
So why don't you do it before someone else does?
Well, I think I love the soul of music and what I do, especially being a gospel artist. It's like, I love the soul part because a lot of my music is like my praise, it's my worship, it's the soul part of me. It's the part that I really get deep into God. So when I do that, I don't want that to be artificial. You know, I just
like, where does AI fit into that?
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm not gonna lie, you know, I have used it to adjust lyrics or product a song, how to shape a song, how to, you know, make the song catchy or, you know, certain things, but it's like to use it as me, can't be me AI. I'm sorry. But I'm just I'm original, and I'm original to myself and how I started this. So
Understood.
I just always said that I'm gonna stay original. I don't want AI to be one of the things that take original out. I guess, like you said, it has to be the pioneers that just kind of like stay original.
Right.
So when everybody's like, "Oh, I'm tired of all this fake stuff. Where's the original?" I'm gonna be like,
right here.
I'm still here. So that's going to be, you know, the joy, and still using AI to assist me and grow me and grow with me and generate me to being a better artist, but not letting it take over the soul part of me, putting that into the music, you know what I'm saying, and building the thing. Because, hey, all the things I'm building for the music, oh yeah, come on, AI, bring it on. Yeah, bring it on. Show me something. You know, show me how to make life great for people, because that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm making life great for people. I'm doing things with the kids. You know, so that takes structure.
Right.
That takes somebody putting something together solid to make it work. So yes, you know, AI, bring it on with that. You know, help me build my program for kids. You
Absolutely.
know, help me build my structure to
help
where
I
can. Right. Help me strategize. That's what the show, you know, where spirit meets strategy.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where we want to make sure we kind of keep it at. You know, just use it for what it's supposed to be used for. We don't, it's gonna take over. So we want to stay on it. We want to stay hip to it, you know, but we just don't want to lose ourselves while doing it. You know, we want to
just understand it's a tool in your pocket. The same way you take it out and put something on your calendar, do something in your calculator.
Right.
You know, you might hit it with a question or need something to help you strategize or whatever. It's a tool to be used.
Right.
But don't let it take over.
Right. Don't let it use AI.
It's
don't
there for
let
you,
AI
all the way around.
use you.
Right.
Because it can use you. You know, it's got enough knowledge. I'm telling you.
Right.
It has sucked up enough from the people in a couple years. So just know you have to use these tools to make things better for you. So, you know, we're going to go into our geopolitics of AI. We're going to hear some of Feed on how they feel about the AI and how it's affecting worldwide and things that it's pushing. We're going to hear from CPA, Norfolk, shout outs. We're going to hear about financial things that, you know, AI, how AI can help you, how it can harm you. You know, so y'all stay tuned. We're about to go into our commercial. You are on Beyond the Music with
The Goddess
and Rev.
And this is Beyond the Music.
You have a blessed one. Stay tuned.
It's your girl, the goddess.
Rev, welcome back.
This is Beyond the Music. And I just want to, bring in our guy, Black Christ, with the geopolitics. Shout out, love, bro.
Can't do without a geo. We need to know the geo.
You know what I'm saying? We need to know.
Bless up.
Bless up. What's up, Black? Gonna take us away, man. Get the people what they need to know about geo and AI today, my brother.
Talk to us.
Yeah, man, it's interesting everything you was talking about. And we also always got to think about right and wrong, because that's the balance of power. But in this geopolitics moment, we got to remember that at the start of 2025, Donald Trump passed an executive order for the AI to put the perimeters of AI in place of how we were going forward during this next century. And AI will be the perimeters of America. That's the structure. That's what we're moving forward with. China made a declaration saying they're starting out in kindergarten with their AI teaching. So AI is a very, very important thing moving forward in the world, on the world stage. When I first started using AI, I was using all the regular stuff like Dreamscape and Luma and all of that to do my little videos, just learning the process. And I found that it helped everything go much, much easier. Then I started realizing that I ain't even have to do paintings no more because I love doing art. Then soon I realized that I could do the art right off the AI. So after a while, I just put the paintbrushes to the side and we use AI now. So it's interesting. Yeah, it's going to make a lot of people put aside their natural talents and just go with the easy way, the easy route. But after a while, when you start analyzing what we're doing with AI on a local level, then you start reading about what's going on with it on a national level. You read about the Elon Musk and one of the guys who was the godfather of AI. I think his name is Hinton, Godfrey Hinton. And some of these founders have jumped ship. They've left because they say AI is too dangerous. They say that over the years, as we move forward with AI, it's going to get more and more dangerous to humanity. We've had several of the founders and creators of AI who have taken that position. So yes, it's a beautiful thing, but there's dangers on the horizon according to some of the founders. And these are the inevitable consequences going forward, because there is no going back when it comes to AI. This is a lane that we've jumped in, and we will not be reversing this car. We'll be going forward with this mission. This is a mission that China's taking seriously. Putin in Russia's taking seriously. The president of America is taking seriously. India. This is something that everyone is putting into play for the future. So I advise my people to begin to encourage our kids to take it serious, to make it a part of their daily routine on their phones, in their play, in their spaces where they begin to think about creativity and think about business moving forward. We have a chance now where our kids could utilize this thing to create future wealth. They could create books, businesses, and all kinds of things while they're young, while they're in their teens, so that while they're in their teens, they will have a moving structure going forward, a business plan, and a plan of action. So I just encourage my people to get involved on every level, on every social level, on every scholastic level, and in your private time, spend time learning about it. On another note, Putin of Russia has said the balance of power in the world would be shaped by AI in the future. So everyone is taking this thing very, very, very seriously, right? On another note, when we talk about geopolitics, have everyone noticed that over the last year, many countries have now incorporated this thing to such a level that one country, I think Albania, have recently elected an AI as their president. Imagine that, a country being ran on AI, and the leader of that country is AI. That's how far we've come, ladies and gentlemen. So when it comes to geopolitics, yeah, AI is all around the world. It's not just local, right? So we should think about it as being something that the whole world will be utilizing in the future, right? The world has changed dramatically. Just last night, for those paying attention, America invaded Venezuela, and the leader of Venezuela is no longer in power, that being Maduro. Maduro is now out of power in Venezuela. So we see moving forward that the leader of our country that ran on peace has now ventured into the war zone. And not only in our backyard in Venezuela, but also across the oceans in Nigeria. Donald Trump says he's fighting for the Christian peace in Nigeria. So we've dropped several bombs on terrorism in Nigeria. We've dropped several bombs. The leader of the terrorism that has supposedly, allegedly, has been killing Christians in Nigeria. So all across the world, Donald Trump says he's fighting for the peace of Christianity. Now we got to ask ourselves, people, are we fighting Christianity by dropping bombs in Nigeria? And are we fighting Christianity? Are we fighting for Christianity by attacking the people that live in our backyard? What part are we going to play in this world as we move forward? Because America is in a shift. It's in a shift. The balance of power in the world is changing rapidly. So we as a people within this shift and within this changing geopolitical world, we have to find a way to balance ourselves and understand what direction are we going in, moving forward. When we look at the balance of power being Democrats and Republicans, the Republicans being in power now, and the change coming because the guy that's in office has brought so much turmoil that the people are now looking for a change. But is democracy the right way? Are we going back to the same thing that we just left? Do we need a third party? These are the questions we got to ask ourselves moving forward. These are geopolitical questions. These are questions that matter because across the world, there are now new treaties and new lines being drawn. It's new directions to trade. Can we begin to form a coalition where we could begin to do trading and bring in food from different countries? Can we shift the balance of power right here where we live? Are we allowed to build a community of our own and leaders of our own? These are questions that we have to ask ourselves when you think about the geopolitical shift that's going on in the world. Do we accept the current status? Do we sit back and do nothing and let the world dictate to us what direction we're going in? Or do we have an opinion? Do we begin to dictate to the world what direction we think the world should be going in? How do we create peace within this geopolitical environment? Put your thoughts in the comment section. Ask questions. And please, please share, like, and comment. Tell us your thoughts on the AI taking over. Tell us your thoughts on AI being used as a weapon of war. Tell us your thoughts on AI being the new arms race. Peace and blessings. Until next week, this was your geopolitical moment. And remember, the power is shifting.
Thank you, Black. Thank you, Black. We just got caught on Super God. We I'm chewing. I'm eating. It's all good, y'all. We are just enjoying ourselves right now. We sitting here listening to Black. We just all in a whole different zone.
When the break get too real.
Right.
Listen.
When the break get too real. On Beyond the Music. You just got that real action.
Beyond
and we're
the
gonna
break.
let you have it too. Beyond the break. Hey, Black really touched some good subjects on how AI is really affecting us wise, political wise, how it is worldwide and not just in country. No, man, DG. Right now, we're going to go into our financial part of AI.
Yes,
and
Mr.
not
Clarence.
even just on the financial part of the financial part of AI. We're just going to go into finances, period, with our the only Norfolk CPA. He is now coming to give us our finances. How you doing?
What's
Good to
good? What's
see
good?
you.
DJ Rebs, what's going on with y'all?
Peace,
Man, we
peace.
blessed, my brother. We blessed
Peace,
to have you,
peace.
my brother. You know,
I hear AI is the topic of the day that we're talking about. So
yeah,
I'm gonna jump into it, talking about how it affects you how it can affect you from a tax standpoint. Right. So let me just jump into this. I know a lot of our crowd, our audience that is here. We got a lot of musicians. We got a lot of business owners and things like that. So I want to start by saying this. In America, I like to say there's two tax systems. There's one for wage earners, and then there is a system for the business owners. And I would like to ask you, who do you think pays more in taxes? Or who do you think has the better tax breaks? If you didn't know, I'm going to tell you, wage earners have little tax deductions, and the business owners have more of the tax breaks, more of the advantages in the tax code that they can take advantage of. Now, how does that relate to everyone that's listening right now? So the great thing is, for the independent artists, I know a lot of us, we have our day job. We have a day job. We work 40 hours a week. We get our W-2. We get our paycheck. Everybody's in the paycheck. FUTA, SUTA, everything like that. They're all in the paycheck before we even get the money. Now, but we also are running our music business on the side. So here's the great thing. We can file that on our taxes as our business, as long as you have a profit intent. You're working your business on a consistent schedule and you're keeping track of your records. It opens the world up to all sorts of tax deductions that generally are not available to those who simply get all of their income from wages. For example, things such as your internet, your cell phone. I write off my cell phone on my taxes. Do you? I write off my internet on my taxes. Do you? Now, going back to the theme of artificial intelligence, AI, there's a lot of tools out there. I know everybody knows about the Chat GPTs, the Geminis, the Copilots, things such as that. Other tools for creators, we have things such as Canva. We have things such as Resing, Lander, Suno. There's a lot of different tools that creators can use. Now, here's the good thing about it. If you are doing your business You can write all these things out. The subscription fees that you pay for your GPT, your subscription fees that you're paying for your AI mastering tools, your AI video makers, all of these things you get a write-off for. Did you know that? And if you're not writing these things off, you are overpaying in taxes. You are leaving money on the table. Do you want to leave money on the table? If you do, just give some of it to me. Or the other thing you can do is let's take advantage of all these deductions that are available to us. And if you don't know how to do that, guess what? I'm here to help. You don't have a CPA in your life. I am here to help you. Just reach out to me. I'll get you set up with either myself, someone on my team, got other CPAs that can assist you with those things. So DG, Rev, where y'all at? I want to take some questions from you. Anything I can answer related to taxes? I know we just ended the year 2025 and we have to get ready to prepare our tax returns. So you got anything for me?
Yeah, bro. How soon could we start putting out?
So one of the questions I just got was, how soon can we start putting together our taxes? Well, here's what I would say. As a business owner, and I'm gonna assume everyone is business owners. We're all creators. We have our independent business. As a business owner, there's some foundational things that you got to have in place. I would assume that you have a separate business bank account, right? You should have a separate business entity, such as an LLC, corporation, things like that. Once you set up your LLC, your corporation, then you can go to the bank with your certificate of organization. You can set up your business bank account. And once you have your separate business bank account, the next thing we want to do is simply do all of our business transactions in our business bank account. Don't commingle. Rule 7 of my upcoming book, 10 Rules for Entering the Business Startup Game, is keep your personal and business completely separated. And so again, I'm laying down the foundational things. And then once you have your separate business bank account, you're doing all your business transactions coming out of that business bank account, then we want to tie some sort of bookkeeping, tracking system, accounting system. So you can use things such as QuickBooks to help you with that. There are other platforms as well. I happen to think more accountants that can help you manage it. It's sort of like the industry leader, if you will. You'll have more support with that, but get your QuickBooks in place. So to answer the question, what can we do to keep track? Well, you should lay out those foundational things: separate business bank account, have an accounting system like a QuickBooks. I know some folks like to use spreadsheets. That's cool too. If that's what you're doing, you can even use AI to help track some of your expenses as well. So to answer the question, follow these foundational things, have your accounting system. Now, DG, you with me?
I'm here, yes, sir.
What you got? What you got for me?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for being on, because I actually learned some gems. So I love this. And I was listen, I was panicking for just a moment too, because we just on our little breaks, we be over here really struggling. I'm eating chips.
No, it's okay. Somebody
rather than abandon me for a moment. And
somebody was outside doing something crazy. I'm trying to use the bathroom.
Yeah, and you know, and here's the thing I want to also tell you, since we're at this year end and we're talking about tax deductions, you know, DG, Rev, if any of you want to treat me out to dinner and we talk about business, you know, you can write that off on your taxes as well. So business meal expense. So feel free to treat Norfolk CPA out to dinner, and I'll give you some of the business gain.
Get some write-offs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some
Beyond the music write-offs.
Yeah.
Like everything off.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that because that's a big
Yeah, writing off the membership fees and everything I was like, okay, wait a minute, that makes complete sense. Yes.
So did you know you could do that?
No, I didn't. When you
See-
said that, I was responding to you. I just wasn't on screen. I was like, no, I did not know that, Mr. Clarence. No, I did not.
Yeah. So now you know who you need to talk to when it comes to filing your taxes, right, DG?
Yes, I do.
Oh, we know.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, I do.
It's about that time too, Mr. CPA.
Okay.
About that time. Yeah,
It is.
Because when I first got into business as an entrepreneur, I took a big tax loss 2 years. One time we messed up so bad we owed almost $25,000, and that's because we was bringing in so much money, but we wasn't showing where it was going.
You weren't capturing the write-offs.
Right, we won't capturing the write-off. We just saying that we making $100,000, and they.
Well, the good thing to know about that is the IRS will allow you to go back 3 years and amend your tax return to get a refund of money. So if you did your tax return, you didn't put any of your deductions up there, and those deductions are available to you, and you should do it, you can go ahead and file your amended tax return. So if you want me to help you with that, I got you.
Yeah. But this is it was a few years. It's been some years since then. I think
okay.
The second year in business where we had made that mistake. But it recovered because now we know to write off everything from having dinner to gas, even going to the business.
Yeah, every 2 miles you drive, you basically get a little over $1 deduction for every 2 business miles that you drive. So those things add up. So when you're going from one work location to the other, so you go from your one business meeting to the studio, hey, that's business mileage. We're writing that off on the taxes.
Right.
So
DG
and help use either one of these apps or these AI subscriptions to help track it, and you write that off as well.
Mileage reimbursement.
Yes. Just to be driving us around, we be getting to and from.
We from Yorktown to the beach with it. What we talking about?
For real. So we need a little bit of them write-offs for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna definitely sit down and talk about how to write off everything, what to write off, and get everything right business wise. And we thank you for bringing information like that to the people, because it's not stuff that we just talk about sitting down at the dinner table or stuff that we know when we out having drinks or whatever. We're not talking about we should be writing this drink off right now.
Right. These things are not necessarily being taught in classrooms. Our kids are not learning
that. Right.
So we're very thankful to have you given us financial literacy and financial understanding, financial
for surely
health
and sincerely.
Every week is a great addition to what we're doing here, trying to give people information beyond music, beyond the scenes. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, Mr. Norfolk CPA.
Yeah, I appreciate both of you.
Yep. And we will see you next time, Norfolk.
All right.
And
what a show.
We have consumed a lot of information about AI today. We have
and
discussed and Doritos and tea and little bathroom breaks and phone breaks and a little bit of everything. We just having some fun today. So it was a great day information wise as far as AI. What we should be doing with AI moving forward.
Yes, and we definitely want to see what you feel in the comments too. Please feel free to leave us plenty of comments.
How you feel about what we said?
About it, what you think about it.
Right.
Are you a yay, nay, you pro AI? Absolutely not.
I know we got a lot of anti.
Yeah, we want to know.
I'm not gonna say I'm anti, but I'm not anti. I'm gonna just take that back.
And if you are using it, I'd like to know what you're using it for. If you're creative, are you writing? Are you using it in film? Are you a producer? Are you just a songwriter? But like for me, I think I'm a baby producer now. and I know I'm not.
Say it, baby.
I don't listen. I don't hold the torch.
Right. And
Okay.
producers be mad
With all due respect, I know that's why I said no disrespect. Because I don't dare disrespect anyone's art.
Right.
But I mean, I personally love that I can pull up Suno and just give a very vivid description of what it is I want to hear, down to the BPM if I want to.
It's good though because
and it made me a whole beat with stems. What?
Right. So I mean, it's good for you because it's hard to find good producers that is going to cater to you and your sound.
Right.
Actually make something that you like, that you want.
Right.
We don't just, as artists, we don't just get to walk around and say, "Hey, can you make me this beat? It sounds like me," or something that I like. And the producer's like, "Yeah, here you go." I've been blessed to have that. Shout out to Ty Griffin. Shout out to Askari.
Shout out Biggs.
Shout out Biggs. Shout out to these people that do allow us artists to, express and they match our expression.
Meet us where we are.
But not a lot of artists have that. So Suno is something definitely, usable for artists.
It's a great
when they
tool.
don't have the people that they need. Shout outs to Mr. Anti. I'm not anti. I just fear the takeover. I think it's just like, oh man, the takeover is just a little much.
I don't know that we know what we're in for, but we'll find out.
I don't think
we will
we know.
soon find out.
I think technology has maybe like up 20 years past us, maybe. It's probably way ahead of us now. We talking about 2026.
Well, Japan showed us that. They are the evidence. They are the proof is in the pudding with Japan.
We talk
I don't
about
know where they are
2026
right
and they talk about
2050.
2056. They are
light years ahead.
Light years. Yeah, their technology is booming, and I guess we'll catch up.
Right. That's like on my list of like top places like to visit. I want to go to Japan.
Yeah, we well, you just spoke it into existence. Just know we're gonna shoot this in Japan one day. Yeah, Beyond the Music is gonna be in Japan one day.
Yes.
We have already spoken into existence because we
heard
are
it here
kings
first.
and queens of America that are using AI for righteousness.
Okay.
And you heard it first.
Always the light.
From Rev Brown and the one and only Goddess. Y'all be blessed. Family and friends, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share. Make sure you tune into us every week. Make sure you look out for us. We coming.
Yes.
Y'all have a
Beyond
blessing.
the Music. It's a wrap.
See you next week.
Peace
Health,
out.
fitness is going down.
Yes.
Kendra L gonna be on the scene. We're gonna have a dope day. We're gonna be juicing.
Yes.
We're gonna be bringing our brand.
We might be working out. You know what I'm saying? I might have my Pilates circle. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna be bringing our brand. We're gonna be highlighting DG's famous
Red
healing
the
juice.
Workout.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the workout.
I'm gonna bring the juice. He gonna bring the workout.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some working out because I need to do some working out. So
2026, we all getting there. We all getting in gear.
Mental health, financial health, geopolitical health, understanding health.
We are going to be well all across the board, and we're gonna get well together. Okay.
Shout out.
All right.
Y'all stay blessed until next time.
Until next time. Peace.